Welcome to Danja Digital. This is Dana, and today I'm back for a digital newsletter. Y'all, this is, I think, the first one for the year. I've recorded a couple, didn't post them, but I'm coming back on because I want to make sure that I invite you to an upcoming event. So if you're interested in hearing what I've been having going on, how my first course is going, and what I have coming up in the future, well then stick around. If not, I will see you on the next edition. For everybody that is hanging out with me, I will see you after the introduction. I'll see you on the inside.
Yeah. I've been down so in love like. 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 In love like.
So I haven't done that in so long, I almost forgot what to say, and that is so super sad. So my name is Dana Pittman. I am a USA Today best-selling author. I am a certified story grid editor, and in these parts, I am the chief storyteller of Danja Tales. Today, for this edition of Danja Digital, I'm going to catch you all up with everything that I've been doing this year, and I'm going to do it quick, y'all, because Houston is tripping. When did they start cycling electricity? Who knew? So I got to get this in, y'all. Also, I want to invite you to an upcoming webinar. So let's go ahead and jump in because I don't want to keep you long, but I want to get you caught up. So let's get into it. Happy New Year. Yes, I'm saying it in February, and February is almost over, but I hope that everything is going well in your life. As I record this, we are in the middle of some sort of winter storm. I think I've mentioned before, I don't watch a lot of news because it just gets me in my feelings. But we are having a winter storm, and I am in Texas, and the state decided to cycle our energy. So we have had, we came out of a 24-hour period with no electricity. It's very interesting. Now, this is not the first time I've been without electricity, but the first time the state turned it off because they deemed it. Okay. So, but I hope your family is well. Ours, we are doing just fine. We're just adjusting as everyone else probably is doing the same. With that said, as soon as the power came back on, I was like, I've got to get this up and shared with you all because I just talked with someone that's going to help me kind of get the word out. So I wanted to tell you all before maybe you saw it somewhere. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is an upcoming webinar. You all listen. We all know at the end of the year, we were trying to run from the end of the year, and then the beginning of the year, we usually have all these lists of things. And I feel like 2021 has this pressure because 2020 was like, what in the world is going on? And so for many of you, that goal may have been to write a book. And I wanted to do this webinar, honestly, at the end of 2020. But then I thought a lot of us make our goals, and by the end of February, the beginning of March is like, oh, heck, what the heck did I just get myself into? And that's what this webinar is all about. This webinar is all about, it is your time. It is your time to write your book, especially if you know that you keep getting this urge or this itching or this idea and it just won't go away and you just can't shake it and you're not sure of what your next steps are. So I'm going to talk about the 3 signs that you are ready to write your book. And I have a bonus of one of the things that I'm sharing with the people that are in my first cohort of Dream Bigger Writers workshop, which is then what? Like, how do we write a book, get it into the flow of writing a book without writing a bunch of junk words, right? So that's what this webinar is all about. It's free and I'm excited. I must admit, I'm a little bit nervous. I feel like when you teach and you do video lessons, it's different than doing a webinar, right? I don't know. I feel it's different. So, but I'm looking forward to it because there's nothing worse than wanting to do something and you're looking up different things, or you've tried because it is almost March and it's not getting you anywhere, and you may be on the verge of saying, well, maybe it's not my time. So let's just get together. We'll be about an hour or less, and if you're interested, I will put the link in the description box. But I'm excited and I'm looking forward to it, which brings me to update number 2, the Writers Workshop. The Dream Bigger Writers Workshop is my first workshop that I am producing at Danja Tales, and it has been everything that I expected and then some. And I'm learning so much, and it's been interesting translating the way that I do things and the way that I teach things in a group setting, because most of my work has been done on a one-on-one basis, or teaching in general, and not specifically walking people through creating their very own Fuse template. So what is a Fuse template? A Fuse template is something that I created and had to come up with a name for it, that I created I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, to help me with writing and doing my own projects, also writing and doing plot concepts, writing plots for clients. And it helped so that I would have the structure of my story pretty much nailed down before I write a single word. And so it's been interesting teaching others how to do it. And in the course this time around, I have everything from someone who's never wrote a book before to someone who's, I think, maybe 30 plus, 40 books, maybe she has somewhere in there. We have someone that has an MFA, and we have people that are in graduate school. Like, it's a nice mixture, and so it has been this amazing opportunity, honestly, very humbling, and also just this dynamic of showing up every week, producing the content that they need, and helping them take baby steps towards writing their next book. We're in week 3 of 8. And it's just gonna be amazing, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna open it again this year, but for right now, and I just feel so, honestly, I'm excited to see what they do and what they write after this. It's like, it's just so exciting. I mean, that always excites me, just to be there and help someone achieve their dreams. I'll keep you all posted on that. If you want to know more information about the Dream Bigger Writers Workshop, or if you would like to join the waiting list, then there will also be details in the description box. But for now, and I'm not sure if I'll open it again this year because it is a full 8 weeks, but it's kind of going to go into our update number 3. So the third update that I have for today is, I don't believe I've said it anywhere, but I really would love to help 10 people write and publish a book this year. I don't know who those 10 people are, though. And it's a little bit different. It's totally in my wheelhouse because that's what I did for many years and still do for some of my clients. But it's not something that we do a lot at Danja Tales at this time because it's primarily, with editing. But a number of my clients are self-published authors, and so I'm looking forward to putting it out there. That's what this thing is about, me saying that, putting it out there, that I really want to help 10 people to write and publish their book this year. And that is another reason why I am creating I created the workshop, and also why I am going to start doing webinars. And I do have more courses coming up because I realize the more I am doing one-on-ones with my editing clients, the more I realize how there's so much information out there concerning self-publishing that it does get a little bit, it's hard to know what your next best step is. And so I want to be able to assist people that once they write the book and we get through the editorial process and we get that book edited, and then what's next. And I want them to have access and resources to what's next without shifting through, a mountain of information. Okay. So that is something I'm putting it out there. I'm finding that putting it out there works for Dana. So with the final update, the fourth update for today is I'm working on the podcast. I did tell you all about that. I am actively working on the podcast. I hired a coach. Coaches are good. I know because I am one. And I hired a coach and I'm working on my podcast. I have the title. I have booked my first interviews, and y'all listen, I got a yes from my favorite author. Oh, I'm not gonna tell you all. If you look at my videos though, you know who it is. She's already agreed to do it. We just got to schedule a time, and I knew that's when to come on and be like, fangirl. So the podcast is coming. It looks as though I'll launch sometime in March, but I'm not sure. So just keep me in your thoughts. And it will be a place where I want to talk with both aspiring authors and authors about their writing process, their journey, and how they get their books out there. But most of all, I want to talk about writing books with just steamy, love interests, and that your readers fall in love with, and how we can do more of what we love and secure the bag. Okay, listen. It's fun if it's just for fun, but what if it can be for fun and you're able to do it full time? So that's what I want to talk about, and I would love to talk to people that are doing it. I've been able to do it, but I'm still on the progression of writing my next best book and becoming a better marketer of my books. And I think it would be amazing to just talk to people like that for both you and I. So that's it, y'all. You got a full-blown episode this time around. Let me know in the comment section what you're doing and what you're working on. Do you have more questions for me? That will also be in the show notes, which you'll find over at danjatells.com. I can't believe I haven't said it yet, but it was coming up. Don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter, and I look forward to coming back with more editions and keeping you posted on what I got going on. It has been so hard to stop to do this, but I'm glad that I did it today, and I will be in touch. So I'll see you hopefully sooner than later. Take care and goodbye.